My name is Brian Toheyo, and I'm building a fintech called RentBeta, and I'm the CEO of the company. Yeah, so RentBeta is a platform that is geared to solving challenges in the rental ecosystem. The goal or the mission for us is to make it possible for any landlord or tenant to never miss a rent payment. And the way we saw us getting into the market is solving a challenge that one affected ourselves, but we even realized it was affecting so many other people. And that is consistently paying rent on time, while on the landlord side is receiving their money as they expect it every month. We realized the biggest reason for this is a lot of people are all not earning incomes the way landlords want rent to be paid. We are in such a predominantly informal economy, and in fact majority of the people are like business people. Uganda was even ranked as one of the most entrepreneurial countries in the world at one time. Some regions like Kenya call themselves hustlers, and many other African countries you find that the majority of the people are doing businesses, they're doing things, they are earning incomes in irregular installments. So finding that we are forcing them to pay rent in one installment, which is what most landlords require, makes it hard for people to consistently pay their rent. And that has been the biggest challenge. The majority of the landlords can't collect rent consistently every month, and you end up finding a lot of stress, you end up getting a lot of evictions, you end up getting a lot of people living in undesirable conditions, in ghettos. So instead of finding a decent place to live, you end up living in a ghetto because that's what you can afford, that's what you think you can afford, and yet your incomes can enable you to get a decent place. So that's how we came up with RentBeta, whereby we enable the tenants to pay rent in small, manageable installments. So someone can pay their rent daily, weekly, as they desire. And then at the end of the month, we collectively get that money and give it to the landlords. So the landlords are guaranteed their collections seamlessly, and the tenants are derived of the stress that comes with payments. You see, as I said, we are the most entrepreneurial countries, but at the same time, the majority of the companies that get started end up closing shop in the first year, in the second year. Why? Of course, the reasons are many, but one of the things that we've noticed that is common is because most of them can't manage to pay rent. Someone starts a boutique, someone starts a salon, and 1 year later, they can't manage to pay rent consistently for that salon. But when you go back and notice, these people have been doing business. If someone starts a mudala, every day they are making some money. Every day there's someone who is coming to purchase. But we have a very poor saving culture. That one is statistically known. So most of these people, however much they're making business on a daily, however much they're making transactions on a daily, they cannot collectively keep that money to be able to pay rent at the end of the month. And that leads to a lot of businesses failing, leads to stress, leads to lack of productivity, leads to, like I've already mentioned, leads to people living in ghettos and slums and the like. So the impact that we are doing, first of all, is we are enabling people to grow their businesses without the stress of rent. Secondly, we are enabling people to move into decent places of rent. And thirdly, we are reducing stress, because we know that when someone is stressed, a lot of things go haywire. If someone is stressed, then things are not moving. So the impact is huge that we are creating in the economy. Yeah, we've been at the hub for 1.5 years now. So we came when we were still building, I think February 2023. And for the first whole year while we were building RentBeta, we were here at the hub. And it's been an amazing experience with a lot of support from the Innovation Hub team, support from fellow entrepreneurs and innovators, building different startups at the hub. So it's been a great experience being at the hub.